Hey, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Star Wars Coffee, where in today's video we're going to be taking a look at some interesting developments in the Cassian series for Disney+. That's today here on Star Wars Coffee. Greetings, Exalted Ones. Welcome to Star Wars Coffee, the only place on the internet that you need to stay up to date with all things Star Wars. We're talking the latest Star Wars news, leaks, and of course, as always, giving you my analysis. Channel memberships are now live, and for $1.99 a month, you can get exclusive videos from me weekly as we rewatch the entire Star Wars series together. We would be honored if you would join us. K2S0 is who we'll be talking about today, a reprogrammed Imperial security droid who was loyal to the Rebel Alliance. K2S0 was an alarming sight standing within a secret Rebel base. The pragmatic droid is an effective insertion agent as he can blend perfectly at Imperial installations and outposts. Voiced and performed by Alan Tudyk, K2S0 was one of the stars of the first anthology film, Rogue One. However, now it seems that Rogue One's spin-off series, Cassian Andor, will not be included in the show, at least at first, according to Alan Tudyk. He explains as follows, taking a look at this Collider interview. Drew Taylor. Back in 2019 at D23 Expo, Kathleen Kennedy formally announced a Rogue One spin-off show. This was a prequel series, and would focus on Diego Luna's somewhat morally ambiguous rebel Cassian Andor, and his sidekick, a reprogrammed Imperial droid named K2S0. Kennedy then brought both actors out on stage, and they addressed the audience of rabid Disney fans. Diego Luna made a joke about the two sharing a telenovela moment at some point in the series, but in the months since the announcement, we haven't heard much about Tudyk's involvement, which you would think would be a major selling point for the new series. Back in December at the heavily Disney Plus focused Disney Investors Day, behind the scenes footage was shown of the production, but there were no images of Tudyk in a funny motion capture suit. Now, he confirms to us that everyone's favorite sarcastic droid will not be returning to Cassian, at least not yet. While talking with the editor-in-chief, Tudyk let it slip that he isn't part of Andor yet, at least initially, but could return later. He said, "They're shooting it right now. I'm not in it, but if it stays on air, stories keep getting told, I'll end up in there." He also acknowledged that he has been brought out for all of the corporate dog and pony shows regardless of his actual involvement. I'm all these announcements for the show, and I had suggested at D23 when we announced the show that it'll be called K2 Fast, K2 Furious, the Cassian Andor series. And that's not happening. It's called Andor. One of his only concerns as he gets older is performing the elaborate motion capture suit. I don't know this, I have to be on stilts for it, because the character is 7'1", and I'm one of those guys that says somebody else do the motion capture and I'll voice it later. That's not me. I'll have to do the motion capture, and I turn 50 in March, he explained. So I hope they get to it soon, because I'm not going to be doing this in 5 years. I'm just not going to do it. So he's resolute that he will be on Andor at some point, and that series creator and Rogue One co-writer Tony Gilroy has a plan for the character in mind, which is pretty exciting. He said, "I'm going to be in the show. It's just that the story that Tony is telling doesn't involve K2S0 until later on. I can't be too specific, but I can definitely say I'm not going to be in the first season." So there you have it. K2S0 won't be returning yet. This is pretty interesting considering the fact that K2S0 was announced at the show, or at the entire thing when, the first Cassian series was announced. And K2S0, way back in January of last year, so a little over a year ago, Alan Tudyk made the note that he was going to be in it. And now it seems that's not going to be the case. I did a video about it just a little over a year ago, back in January of 2020. That K2S0 Alan Tudyk was doing promo for something, and he announced that he was going to be involved in the show and that it would be him in the stilts and everything. And I guess now that the stories continue to develop that is not going to be the case, at least for season 1, which is interesting considering in the sizzle reel that they released in the trailer, Diego Luna says it's 12 episodes, and I guess that could just be for season 1, but since it is considered a series and not a limited series, there could easily be the potential for season 2 depending on how this one goes. However, that's not guaranteed considering everything that was supposed to happen with the Solo. It was supposed to be a trilogy that did not end up mounting fruition. But that was mainly because of budgetary constraints and the fact that that film did not amount in the box office numbers that Disney wanted after all of the reshoots and director changes. So hopefully Cassian's show goes a lot better. I'm sure it will. I think it'll really surprise a lot of people at how well it's going to be done. And I hope that you guys still look forward to this regardless. It's no Mando Season 3, I will give you that, but I am still looking forward to it regardless. So let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. Thank you guys for watching, may God bless you, and the Force be with you always. If you enjoyed this episode, and frankly, even if you didn't, don't forget to subscribe. Do it! And if you want to help spread the word, please give this video a thumbs up and tell your friends to subscribe. Please check out the official Star Wars Coffee merchandise, and don't forget to check out all of the content playlists on this channel, including The Rise of Skywalker, The Mandalorian, and much more.